Okay, so again, the additional calibers and lengths that we're looking for are the 22 caliber 700 millimeter barrel, 500 millimeter barrel, and 25 caliber, and all three of the 30 caliber barrels. So if you're interested, okay, next target. Hey, there's our buddy. I wouldn't stand back there. Okay, hope everybody's doing well. Quick update on the dope tables. Everybody say thank you, Scott Graham from upstate New York. He has helped me crowdsource this data for everybody. He loaned me a 600 millimeter 22 barrel and a 700 millimeter 25 barrel because he really liked the idea of the dope tables from the video before last. If you guys want to help in crowdsourcing the rest of the data, please drop me a message in the comments section, or you can contact me through the eBay link for the quick tune systems, and we can talk offline and get all that set up. It would be nice if someone would want to volunteer their barrel for a week for some data collection for everyone. Think about it and let me know. So let's just go through the table to make sure everybody knows what all the numbers mean. So this table is for 22 caliber 600 millimeter barrel in either the Mark III Wildcat or the Maverick. If you remember from past videos, we want to overdial by about 1 millimeter to get our maximum velocity, which is about 10 to 15 feet per second faster than our target velocity. So all the 22 tables were done on the Wildcat, and they were set up with a pellet probe. If you have the slug probe in your rifle instead of the pellet probe, you just increase your feet per second by about 10. So if you've got your Wildcat set to 71 bar and 5.8 on the hammer spring, you're probably going to shoot significantly closer to 940 than you are 930 because that pellet probe is more efficient. So just keep that in mind. So these tables are designed as a place to start. They're not going to be exact to your rifle, but they'll be very close. So we're shooting the Crossman hollow point 14.3 grain pellets. We've got the Wildcat set up with the pellet probe. The hammer is the OEM hammer, which is a 4 millimeter flange, 11.45 grams of weight. 73 degrees at the shop, and I collected all this data on August 15th. Target FPS is target feet per second, and that's the velocity you're trying to tune to. Actual FPS is the 6-shot average of the velocity I was trying to tune to. So I was trying to tune to 915. My 6-shot average when I had everything set up was 916. FPE is foot-pounds of energy. I included this as a kind of a convenience column. Bar is the second regulator pressure. WCHS is Wildcat hammer spring setting. MV is Maverick hammer spring setting. ES is the extreme spread for the 6 shots. High is my maximum velocity. So I'm over dialing by 1 millimeter. So my target velocity was 915. My maximum velocity was 932, which is a difference of 17 feet per second, which is very close to this 10 to 15 feet per second. If you remember, the Wildcat's 0 point is 6, and the Maverick 0 point is 10. So I actually couldn't back off the hammer spring anymore, so that's what minimum feet per second and minimum energy is. Okay, and if we scroll down to the bottom of the table, I actually put a key down here, which was Scott's idea, and I thought it was a good idea. Okay, and I also did a tab for imperial and metric. So imperial is all in feet per second and foot-pounds of energy, and the metric tab is all in meters per second and joules. And I've changed some of the headings to 5.5 millimeter instead of 22 cal. So that'll be more familiar to our friends overseas. So the values on all these tables are for the 2 rifles that I have here. The values for your rifles might be the same, but probably they're going to be slightly different. And that's because of manufacturing tolerances, temperature, barometric pressure, etc., etc., etc. Slight differences. So my suggestion is to start 20 feet below the target velocity you're looking for. So for example, if I'm shooting a 16 grain pellet and I want to shoot at 920, I want to start on the 900 line. So I'm going to dial my pressure to 69 bar. I'm going to dial the hammer spring to 1 millimeter past 5.1, which will be 4.1, over dialed by a millimeter. And then I'm going to see what kind of maximum velocity I get. So if I'm dialed up at 69 bar and I've got 4.1 on the hammer spring, I should come in below this 930 to 935 number. And what you'll do is you'll just work your reg up a bar or two at a time until you hit that 930 to 935 range. And then you'll back your hammer spring off to 5.1. And you should be very close to that 920 feet per second. Okay, so let me pan out here. Basically, the dope tables that we have now are 22 500 millimeter barrel and 600 millimeter barrel. We still need 22 caliber 700 millimeter barrel. And in 25, we have the 600 millimeter barrel and the 700 millimeter barrel. We still need the 500 millimeter barrel. And we have no data for 30 caliber. This table here is 600 millimeter barrel, 25 caliber, but with a 5 millimeter hammer, which is the hammer that I run because it gives me the biggest range. It gives me this 41 foot-pound range all the way up to 74 foot-pounds, I believe. I think it's in the Holy Grail of hammer weight videos. I'll put that video on one of the end screens. Okay, so again, the additional calibers and lengths that we're looking for are the 22 caliber 700 millimeter barrel, 500 millimeter barrel, and 25 caliber, and all three of the 30 caliber barrels. So if you're interested in loaning a barrel for about a week, just get a hold of me in the comments or through the eBay links. Okay, so how do you get to the dope tables without just pausing the video? If you go to my homepage, say, or if you just go to any one of the videos, I'll have these updated shortly, is if you click on one of the videos and you go to the description, here are the links for buying options for the Quick Tune Kit through High Pressure Pneumatics for USA buyers. International buyers, I have eBay set up. That's easiest for international buyers. And then here is the link for the dope chart. And I'll put this link on right below all your buying options on the rest of the videos, but give me a day or two to get that done. But I'll add this link and then you'll just click the link. It may give you a message on your computer that says, you know, make sure the link is a trustworthy link, but this is what it's going to. It's just going to open up the spreadsheet so you can go through any of the tables. You'll be able to zoom in on your phone, and you know, if you want the 25 600 barrel, you'll be able to scroll over, and maybe you'll want 34 grain pellets, and here'll be all your values for the 34 grain pellets. Okay, so that's the plan. And as always, thank you to Tom at High Pressure Pneumatics for helping make the videos possible. As you saw, the links for the Quick Tune system are in the description of all the videos. The first buying option for USA buyers is from High Pressure Pneumatics. Get a hold of Tom. And for overseas buyers, it's easiest just to go through eBay because eBay is very good about handling the shipping method and VAT tax and all the overseas requirements. Overseas buyers, please use the eBay links. Okay, any questions? Put them in the comments. I always read all the comments and I try to answer all your questions if I can. I think that's it. What else you guys want to talk about? Okay, see you next time. Thanks.